Welcome back on Fight Frame Boxing channel, and thank you to all of those who did subscribe to my boxing channel and are willing to stay on this boxing journey with me. But yeah, what to say about today's video? We will be talking about why I truly believe Daniel Dubois is going to lose this rematch against Oleksandr Usyk, and why I give to Daniel Dubois the minimalistic chances of winning the rematch. Don't get me wrong, Daniel Dubois is powerhouse, but when you have on the other side the most technical boxer ever in our generation, Oleksandr Usyk, his technical ability is just amazing. So Daniel Dubois' power is just not going to be enough. I believe it's going to be very disappointing for British heavyweight. Dubois has talent. He has knockout power. He have amazing physique, but that's not enough against Oleksandr Usyk. It's not even close. So let's talk about the first fight. Their first fight was like in August 2023, when we had like that controversial low blow in fifth round. Everything is concentrated about that controversial low blow from Dubois' team, and it was low. But let's talk about other rounds. Basically, Usyk was schooling Dubois. Dubois didn't win a single round in that fight. Usyk controlled the tempo, he used the ring in his advantage, his footwork was amazing, and Daniel Dubois simply couldn't match that. Yes, that shot changed the mood of the fight, but by the ninth round, Dubois was done. Usyk's pressure, speed, and ring IQ were just too much for Dubois. Here is the thing about Usyk. He's just not a heavyweight at the moment, but he's a master technician to just happen he's fighting at the heavyweights. We are talking about an Olympic gold medalist and undisputed cruiserweight champion and also undisputed heavyweight champion. Usyk footwork is elite. Is surgical. Like, he is just an amazing fighter. He round the circles around his opponents, and by each round he changed angles, and his stamina is unlimited. As the fight goes on, his stamina is getting better, and we could see against Anthony Joshua in two fights. I believe the stamina was the crucial for Anthony Joshua, two losses against Oleksandr Usyk. So we will see the same thing in rematch with Daniel Dubois, despite Daniel Dubois being much younger man. Let's talk about Daniel Dubois. He is young, he's powerful, he's dangerous, but his limitations are glaring. Dubois is a bit flat-footed, which is very dangerous against mover like Oleksandr Usyk is. So in the first fight, we could see Daniel Dubois did try to cut the ring, but he couldn't do it. So if there was not a massive transformation in Dubois, I also believe that's not going to be possible in their rematch fight. Second thing is defensive IQ. So Dubois has that high guard, which is slow and rigid, and Usyk will just pop in like jabs from all angles, through, middle, from left, right, and that doesn't do any good for Dubois. And also his head, he's not moving his head a lot. We noticed that against different opponents, like against Joe Joyce or any other, Hrgovic example. He did throw like, I don't know, 25 right hands in the first round against Dubois. So if Dubois doesn't improve his head movement against someone like Usyk is, which is throwing punches from odd angles, that's a recipe for disaster. And third thing is stamina. His stamina fades. When he was like in deep waters, he always struggled. He did quit against Joe Joyce. He did quit against pressure with Oleksandr Usyk. And rematch is going to be the same story. Let's not forget about quitting, or almost quitting, I will say, with he was down just with a jab from Kevin Lerena. There is an old saying in boxing, styles make fights, and this one, unfortunately, is like the worst nightmare for Dubois. Dubois needs a stationary target, and he thrives when he can control the pace and opponent and when he can throw the bombs in. But against Usyk, he is in trouble. He's never in one place long enough. He takes you to deep waters. He confuses you, exhausts you, and then he finishes you. Usyk is not going to brawl. He's not going to stand there and trade. He's going to jab, angle, pivot, and frustrate Dubois into making mistakes, and then he will capitalize. Unless Dubois lands the perfect shot early, and I mean it, perfect shot. If that doesn't happen, he's not winning this. Let's talk about mental edge and experience. Let's not underestimate the Usyk mental strength. He did faced almost all of his opponents in their prime, and they've been like world champions on their soil. So he was fighting all the time away from his home. He almost never been down, including his amateur career and professional, which is quite amazing. He's tough and he doesn't know how to lose. But on the other hand, we have Daniel Dubois, which might be a bit better fighter now after these 3 wins against Anthony Joshua, Miller, and Hrgovic. But still, there is still a feeling of a quitter inside Dubois. As I said before, styles make fights, and I believe this Usyk style is much different than all of Dubois' last 3 opponents. And also, let's see how Dubois is going to deal under the pressure, where it's going to be 90,000 people watching the fight. And on the other side, also Usyk. Both fighters have to prove a lot, but I believe Usyk is just so strong mentally, and doesn't matter where he fights or how many attendance there is, he always performs amazing. I never seen Usyk fighting very strange or odd. He is always 100% ready. That's why he is winning all the time, I will say. So what's the bottom line? If Dubois doesn't change his tactics, if he doesn't improve his stamina, if he doesn't improve his head movement, if he doesn't improve his footwork, I truly believe Oleksandr Usyk is just superior fighter. He's much faster, better technician, better footwork, strong. Chin is amazing, very underrated chin actually. His ring IQ. We have Dubois strong, but like that's definitely not enough Oleksandr Usyk. And if all of those things doesn't improve with Daniel Dubois, this fight will go the same way the first one did. So for me is Usyk late round stoppage, or maybe this time even a bit earlier. Let's see how Daniel Dubois does approach this fight. Let me know what you think. Could Dubois shock the world and KO Usyk, or Usyk is just too good? Let me know what you think down in comments. Please like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.